Not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking. Not unless y'all giving me likes and 2,000 or more subscribers every week until we hit 100K. You hear me? Oh, okay then. Well, hey, it's JamiThatsMe here, and I'm here for us to talk about Basketball Wives. Okay, I meant to get this review out to you guys earlier this week, but girl, it's coming now, and hopefully you guys are gonna enjoy it all the same. Now, I do feel like my notes are jacked up yet again. Okay, so if I'm missing a few things, that's okay. That is okay. That is okay. All right, we will be talking about it anyway. Another thing that I want us to get into, I want to make sure that I pull it up on my screen because it seems like Chantel and her sister was having like some back and forth or whatnot with each other. You know, Chantel does have an older sister named Takari. Takari has come out before where she's talked about Jackie and how she may have treated her when she was younger. And Chantel, I guess Takari is feeling as though Chantel is trying to pretty much use her story in so many words. Like, girl, don't sit up there and act like you experienced what it is that I experienced when you know mother well you haven't. Okay, so we're gonna get into that in just a second. But let us go ahead. Let me pull this up on the screen so that I could just make sure I do not forget. All right, so Evelyn tells Shanice about the drama down to the Las Vegas trip and everything that happened between Brandi and how Brandi was showing up, Jackie, Chantel, Britt, everything. She was just giving her the entire rundown. All right, now, excuse me, Britt tells her uncle about Jackie and how she was wrong and how she caught her off guard and everything. She says they have real issues. That's what she says. I don't feel like Jackie and Miss Girl Britt Renner have any real issues. Your real issues, my love, is with your mama. It's with your mother. Scoot back now. It's with your motherfucking mama. The real issues would be between Chantel and Jackie, Bitch. And the vibes that is given to me is that Britt Renner is more upset with Jackie than Chantel is. And maybe that's because Chantel is disappointed in her mom. Maybe it's because Chantel, is used to this type of behavior and she just takes her distance or something. But everything about this moment, I just feel like Brie is projecting and it's just not really going to change for me. I don't feel like Brie is owed an apology. I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I feel like the same way Britt tried to butt into a situation and Jackie pretty much got her together, and Jackie didn't even get her together in the same way that she did Denise. It's similar to Denise getting in the situation, right? But Jackie was direct with Denise. She wasn't really like that with old girl. She may have gotten a little like loud and was like, that's my issue. Like, my thing is my daughter, my daughter, my daughter. Like, we're not even finna have this conversation because I see where y'all are taking it. But y'all let me know because y'all may feel like just off of Jackie doing that, she made Brit feel away. So therefore, Brit is justified in how she feels. But I strongly disagree. But it's okay. We don't have to agree all the time. We don't. Hello. Um. Anywho, so the uncle says that I'm used to you riding for Jackie, and now I'm hearing that she's over here acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I'm like, yeah. A lot of people gonna act cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs when you try to hop your ass into family business and it ain't got shit to do with you. How about that? Yeah, so consider me cuckoo, boo boo. Hello. So Britt says that she has to defend herself in a way that she can look at herself in the mirror. Britt, shut the fuck. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all I do not like, I'm not here for Britt. Like, Britt is an enhanced version of Cat Stacks for some reason. It's something about it. I'm just not here for Britt. Girl, you have done plenty of shit. And you were still able to go and look yourself in a fucking mirror. And now you want to sit up here and say that you have to defend yourself in a way that'll make you look in the mirror. Girl, you've been able to look in the mirror for less. But anywho, Brandi and Jen, they go get an IV drip. Something I'm thinking about doing this weekend, my motherfucking self. Hello. So anywho, they go get an IV drip that Jen set up. And Denise and Ty were also invited. So they come along. And then Brandi says that she made the right decision. Speaking on Jen, like, girl, you made the right decision to stay your ass at home and choose peace and enjoy your man. Like, of course I would have. Like, girl, this is technically like my honeymoon or whatever the case. Like, I'm going to much rather be over here than being over there. I could be over here with peace, getting zicked down by my man, okay? Stress free, than be sitting over here dealing with you hooligans. Okay. So yeah, she did choose peace in her little bubble. All right. So then Jen says, why you keep getting caught up in SHI? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be understanding, like, what did be going on with you, girl? I thought you was trying to do something nice for her. Like, what's what? Right? Did the girl even say thank you when you did it? She was like, I mean, yeah, she said thank you, but at the same time, she kind of kept her distance. And I just felt the way about that. Like, BITCH, I'm doing stuff for you. So how you trying to act like this with me? The audacity. So then Jen says, see, you see it, right? You see it. Girl, I hate to tell you that I told you so, BIT. But I'm just gonna let you know, girl, you see it. You think it was because Shaunie was there? She was like, yeah, I definitely think that it was because Shaunie was there. Yeah. And I really don't like how she switched up on me. Now let me say this, y'all. I don't necessarily think that Evelyn switched up. I think Evelyn just called Brandi out, and I think that's what Brandi's talking about. Like, BIT don't call me out. But at the same time, like, I see both sides a little bit. Like, Evelyn was just validating, like, yo, you've been a little awkward, okay? And it hasn't been making everybody feel good. Like, you've gotten to the point that you over there putting your hands in Shaunie's face. Do I personally give a fuck about Brandi putting her hands in Shaunie's face? Absolutely the fuck not. The way that Shaunie has played in women's faces over the past few years, I don't give a damn about somebody putting okay signs and all this and that, talking with their hands in front of Miss Shaunie O'Neal. Okay, I'm sure Shaunie may be, and I'm gonna give it to all the ladies. They may be amazing outside of camera. They may be some of the funniest bitches ever, right? But how y'all are shown on camera really irritates me. Okay, it has been disappointing, and sometimes I will say I understand if people feel like this is who y'all are because this is what you guys have shown us for so many years. Like, Shaunie, you wholeheartedly uphold Evelyn and her BS, and maybe y'all are those type of friends where I'm gonna check my friend in private, but in public I ain't gonna say that. Girl, girl, please, girl, please, you need to be able to give your friend a look or something. Like, girl, because we one thing we gonna do, we gonna speak when we talk about somebody else. We gonna give our friends certain eye contacts and stuff. We gonna be able to speak with our eyes and our facials. So I feel like, get your girl together with them eyes and stuff. Like, okay, like, bitch, you might want to chill the hell out, okay? Because, bitch, she get the swinging hoe. I ain't gonna be able to help you there. Now I can help you get a check, but I can't help you be the bitch ass. Understand, girl? I'm set up differently. Hello, and I'm not talking about differently as far as fighting. I'm talking about differently as far as, girl, I got shit to lose. So you might want to keep it tight, keep it right. But aside from that, all right, like I said, I don't think Evelyn fully switched up. She just called out a few things, But at the same time, it's like, Brandi, you and Evelyn have clashed before. You already know. You've been on the show before where you've had to clock Evelyn T. Like, girl, this lady has always been like this. When Shaunie and Evelyn are in the same room, they don't give a fuck about no other friendship that they've had. They don't even if you've been friends longer than her and Shaunie, whatever the case is, they locked in like this. Okay, so you should always expect some sort of switch up or whatever the case is when it comes to Evelyn when Shaunie is around. That's just what it is. So I don't know why you expected so much loyalty. And I feel like Jen tried to tell you that earlier on in the season. Like, girl, y'all was beefing already. Why you over here trying to befriend her? It's only a matter of time before she play your ass out. And I know people may not like Jennifer, but Jen not really wrong in that because we've seen this over the years of their friendship. They be cool and then Evelyn ready to stomp her damn head in. Like, it's always something. So yeah. Anywho, so Ty and Denise, they ended up showing up, and of course, Jackie pops up right behind them at the IV drip location. And Jackie says that, she feeling good. They're like, how you feel, girl? I'm great. I'm great. I'm feeling amazing after, this whole situation in Vegas. Like, girl, I'm good. Jackie said, can we get some drinks or something? I said, Jackie, baby, we in the IV location, right? You want to, so hold on. Maybe they'll get that to you afterwards or something. I don't know. But are you okay? So then Denise over there acting pissed. Baby, you new here. You might want to hold this. Okay, this ain't what is it? BBB, Big Baller Brand. Okay, this is not Ball in the Family. Hello, are you okay? This ain't the same thing. Y'all need to revamp that show because y'all got too much going on in y'all lives that we do not have a Ball in the Family. Like, network, if it's not gonna go over there to Facebook, because that was the best thing Facebook had. I'm talking about that family was getting millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of views. And I actually like LeVar Ball with how he was raising his sons, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? How tough on them he was and how he tried to keep them focused and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I like seeing him in the dad role. Yes, he's had some things about him that's questionable and stuff. Yes, okay. I feel like most of them parents about do. But there was something about that family dynamic that I absolutely love. And if y'all can go and have a conversation with these people and say, hey, E-Network, E-Network, like what y'all did for the Kardashians or whatever, E-Network, can we get the Ball family back? Okay, let's get them back, right? You got Mello Ball, who's been staying under the radar. Shout out to Mello. Okay, ain't really been hearing a whole lot about Mello. I think Mello may have a girlfriend. He keep it low key. You got Lonzo Ball. Lonzo got, of course, Denise, their daughter. They're separated. Lonzo got a whole new girlfriend. You know, they're having to co-parent. He has a podcast with his handsome friend. Can't think of his name, but friend is super handsome. They got their thing going on. You got Leangelo Ball, okay, also known as Jello. Jello got baby Nikki baby pregnant with 2 kids, left her, and now about to marry the other girl because she's wearing a ring, and people were saying they were married once they caught them leaving the courthouse, honey. And this girl is now pregnant with his child, and it was already being rumored that she was, because the Nikki baby slick dropped that bomb when she said that he told her that the girl is pregnant and he finna rock out with old girl, right? Now, the girl came out, announced her pregnancy or whatever the case is, and people been dragging her on social media like, yeah, dummy. So when he leaves you, we don't want you coming on the internet crying. And I'm like, this is crazy, y'all. Just like that lady. I think she should have not announced until the baby got here, in all honesty. I think she should have kept it quiet. And I know you want to let the world know, and I know you're super excited, but just stay off social media. Don't stress yourself, honey. Don't stress yourself, okay? He been getting drugged for how he handled the red carpet, Jello, and when he was with the second baby mama, the one he may be married to, people was dragging him for his reactions to that and all of that. But girl, that family has a lot going on. Their father had to get his leg amputated or his foot amputated or something. You know, their mother suffered a stroke, and they've been very adamant to getting her back to where it is she needs to be. And I really wonder how Mama Ball is doing. How is she doing at this point? I'm hoping that she's been progressing. She's been getting her words back and stuff. So it's been some time. I think at least 5 years, 4 to 5 years since we have seen them. So I would love to see the progress that they've made. VH1, E Network. Who else we got? Hell, really, Paramount Plus. I feel like y'all are missing out. And I would say We TV potentially, but y'all are missing out on some gold TV. In my personal, y'all need to go over there and tap on the Bell family. On the Ball family, and see what they got going on, and get it and bring them on over. Primarily, I kind of would rather see them on the E Network a little bit, kind of like what they did for the Kardashians. That's I would rather see them over there, but I'm hoping they come back in some fashion because it's too much going on with so many people in that family that I need an insight. I need to see what's happening. But anywho, let's get back to it. So, like I said, Denise walks in and she's feeling some type of way about Jackie, and I'm like, girl, hold your horses because you're new here. Okay, so Jackie, she didn't like the fact that Jackie walked in all happy as if what happened last week didn't happen. Well, girl, if you're the only one that wants to sit in last week, then sit in it, because Jackie's trying to move on, and it respectfully has absolutely not a ass thing to do with you. That's the only that be always my issue when friends try to drop. And I know it's really production, but it be irritating me when friends feel like they gotta jump into they friends beef, and it's like, hold what you got, love. They got it. They got it. Okay, hold what you got, love. They good this way. Like, she can handle. She a big girl. She got herself in it. Let her get herself out of it. Anywho, and it's one thing to ask out of concern and stuff, but it's another thing to ask like you're taking on that friend's aggression behind the situation. And it's like, bitch, anywho, let's keep going. So Jackie asked if they talked to, Britt or Chantel. And Jen says that, I don't think anybody really talked to them. I think Denise may have, whatever the conversation was. The moral of the story was Jen felt compassion for Brittany, knowing that she's on the outs with her mom, and Jen no longer has her mom. So she kind of wants to be there to support Brittany, knowing that she doesn't have that mother support. Even though her mama is alive, Jen would love to have her mother here for certain moments in her life for sure. So Denise wants to ask Jackie whether she thought that what she did was okay to act that way towards her daughter and Brittany. And Jackie said, first of all, BITCH, what you will know is I didn't act no kind of way with my fucking daughter. And respectfully, it's none of your goddamn business if you really want to get down to it. Okay? And I was going to give Miss Brittany an apology, and I thought about that. But then, that's dead for me. I'm not giving not now an apology, and no, I won't trust that bitch again. So you got me fucked up. Jackie said, listen, I got a 24-hour window, bitch. We get into it. You give me time to think about it. After me thinking about it, I realized I didn't do shit to you. Okay, so what you want to do with that today or tomorrow has absolutely nothing to do with me, bitch. Okay, I was so with Jackie when Jackie was snapping off on Miss Ma'am. Get her together, right? So she talks about how Brittany crossed the boundary by getting in the middle of her family business. So I'm not fucking with her. In all honesty, I feel like Evelyn's crossing a boundary too by getting in y'all family business. Yes, Chantel is seeking Evelyn out to confide in her. And of course, Evelyn's going to listen. But at the same time, I don't want Evelyn adding any more extra spice to the situation. But Evelyn, you said something at the end of the episode that I didn't really like, and we'll get to that. But aside from that, like, don't add no extra spice, because if this was you and Shanice, you would be ready to throw hands on Jennifer or Jackie if they impeded on whatever's happening with you and your daughter. Okay? So just be a sounding board, give maybe the best advice, by saying just do what you think is best for you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I just want to be here to listen. I don't want to offer a lot, you know, because I know how family dynamics can be. But I understand you need someone to talk to, and me being a mom, and you have similarities with my daughter. You both are moms and you're both the same age. I can understand. Like, I get Chantel wanting to talk to Evelyn. But she needs somebody to talk to. I kind of get it, yes. But don't add too much spice on it, because then Jackie gonna start chopping y'all heads off about it. Okay? So anywho, but I will say that if Evelyn, I don't know, but if Evelyn were to approach the situation with Jackie, I do think it's going to come from a different place than Brittany, because I don't believe Evelyn will be projecting in the same way that Miss Renner is. All right. So Denise asked if she talked to Chantel, and Jackie says, we're in a cool off period. Denise, I could have slapped the fire out of you, love, but I'm just going to be real honest with you. The way, you better be glad she ain't had no IV drip, because the way it would have been dripping on you and not in you, for real. Talk about, say, yeah, I heard she blocked you. Like, why are you over here trying to son somebody's mom? That's what it was giving. It was giving, yeah, you're trying to make it seem like everything's cool, but guess what? It's not, because I heard she blocked you. BITCH, okay. And okay, yeah, and she did. And then what? And how is that going to help you on today or tomorrow? How is that going to get your bills paid? Girl, I'm so glad Jackie was like, oh, well, okay. Oh, okay then. Well, okay, damn. You coming at me like you know more about me and my daughter than I know about my own damn daughter. Okay. Ooh. So Denise says, yeah, that whole thing was fucked up. Jackie says that she isn't going to be like, girl, I'm not going to be addressing none of that SHI in this group when it comes to me and my child. Okay. And she says that's her daughter. That's my daughter, but we going to leave my family out of it. All right. And if my daughter want to have a talk, then we'll have a talk. And we ain't finna do it in front of all of y'all like this. And she says, if she isn't going to tell her, she says, but I'm not going to tell you how you should feel, because honestly, I really don't give a fuck. So then I'm thinking about Brandi. So Jackie goes on to say, whatever happened between me and Britt, it happened, okay? But at this point, you can stay the fuck out my face. That's what I'm trying to tell you, though, okay? Whatever me and Britt got going on, we got going on. Whatever me and my daughter got going on, we got going on. But since you want to push this and you new here, okay? And understand that I'm damn near the queen bitch here, girl, you can stay the fuck out my face. Period. So then you got Brandi over there trying to grab Jackie. Jackie said, no, hold on. I'm good. That's why I ain't put the IV in my arm, okay? But you, bitch, I was loving it. I don't care. Two things can be true. Jackie could have been a very terrible parent to Chantel as well as to Kari. Right? People say that Chantel spoke on it years ago. I think they may have said season 5 or 3, not sure. Maybe she did, okay? When she spoke on it. I don't give a fuck about none of that in my personal, okay? I do not care about how Jackie showed up in this particular moment back then with her daughter, because that daughter still chose to come on this show with her. In addition to that, I feel like two things could be true. She could be a terrible mom, but at the same time, Jackie did say something to Brandi about calling her daughter out her name. She had her daughter's back in that moment. And then people are also forgetting, because they want Jackie to always be the villain in everything, right? The other thing is, Jackie doesn't know how to support Chantel when Chantel tells her to show up for me, but don't show up for me. Even Brittany clocked that on last week. And then you had Chantel say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're right, but still, like, what do you want your mama to do? You need to be clear. You need to be clear. Because you could tell Jackie, in my personal, Jackie can very well be delusional. And I do feel like Jackie knows how she has shown up as a parent, and how she showed up as a parent has a lot to do with her own traumas and stuff she needs to work out. But because she does care about that relationship with her daughter, you could tell Jackie will do her normal things where she do too much, but then she also likes to, jump back when it comes to Chantel, because she doesn't want to ruin that dynamic with her daughter. So she doesn't know when to step in and when not to step in. Right? So Jackie told her last week, I wasn't going to say anything. That is you ladies' grown issue. You always trying to express to me how much of a grown woman you are. So I'm going to let you handle your grown woman business. But if you want me to step in, which is what it's sounding like you want me to do, then I will. So Jackie doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know when to jump in. She's trying to figure out when to play double dutch. Like, I'm not featuring Chantel. I'm sorry. Not going to be doing it over here. All right. I need to see more as the season progresses. But right now, I am on Jackie's side and I'm staying on that side. So, anywho, Evelyn, Brittany, and Ming link up, and Britt feels violated and says that she will never respect Jackie. She says that she disrespected her hijab. And I'm like, girl, bye. You disrespect that shit on a daily basis. Okay. And you just took it off and then said that you're not attached to one thing, this, that, and the other. I'm like, but girl, you're attaching yourself to that religion. I am so confusion when it comes to Miss Renner, and she is also confused. I need her to get her life together. So Chantel shows up. And of course, they discuss Vegas, and Chantel says that she was trying to dead the convo. She wasn't trying to have no convo or whatever like that. So Chantel tells them that they told her, or at least her mama told her, that she couldn't call her dad. Because they was like, did you call your dad or whatever? She was like, oh, she told me that I couldn't. She told me that I couldn't. Now, granted, some part of that is giving little girl energy. At first I was like, as a grown woman, like, yeah, I'm always call my daddy, like, girl, you know what I'm saying? But then also, you don't want to be referred to as a little girl, but you're doing little girl things by calling your dad. So when your mom is genuinely trying to have a conversation with you, you ain't trying to have no conversation. But at the same time, I do have to defend Chantel a little bit, because I didn't like how Jackie approached her. Just like, what's up with you or whatever. And it's like, you don't approach a child like that when you're trying to get information from them. If you already see your kid in a mood and you're coming to them in a mood, no. That's not giving safe space. And no, BLT, I'm not going to want to talk to you. Okay? But then I'm sure daddy is stressed out, because that may be something you always do. She's telling me I can't call my dad. Well, consider the fact that your daddy probably don't want your ass calling him either. Like, why can't y'all work this out? Y'all are two grown folks. Okay? Why do y'all always have to call me to mediate these situations? I'm sick of it. I'm waiting to hear Doug tell them, chill the fuck out. I'm tired. Okay? Y'all stressing me the hell out, and I'm trying to win this damn game so I can keep these checks coming in. Anywho, so Chantel says her mom, so she says her mom has created some type of competition with her when it comes to her dad. I could see that potentially. I could potentially see that, because I feel like Jackie does that with a few people. Like, that's her personality. Like, I need to know, did Jackie write a book? Did Jackie write a book? Because what has taken place in your childhood where you have felt, and you're growing up in life, to where you felt inadequate enough to do that type of comparison? What is that about? Right? And I also question, where did that competition come from? Did that come from your life, or did that come from the dynamics of how your husband would show up in your marriage, because he would always heed to your child and not you? So I don't know, but somebody dissect it. Okay. So Chantel says her mom and her always had a rocky relationship, and she's extending grace and understanding, to her mom. Before, she said she doesn't want her around her children at this time. She don't want the toxicity around her and none of that. And I understand that. If you don't want, if you feel like your parent is toxic, yeah, no, don't have them around. However, in this moment, it is difficult for me to understand fully what Chantel is saying, when I do not feel like Jackie was wrong in this moment. I do feel like, Chantel, you do not know how to communicate with your mama. I also feel like Jackie may not always know how to listen either, or communicate. However, I feel like, to me, she was trying. She even tried to show support by having your back, since you feel like she don't support you, by leaving the damn restaurant with you, and you sent her back in there. So the lady don't know what the hell to do, or how to show up. So anywho, you know what? Before we even get into Jennifer and Brittany and stuff, let us hop over to this portion where Jackie talks to her when her daughter Takari, who I do believe is the oldest, comes to the front, and this is what she had to say. Okay, let's check this out.
using the favorite daughter to recreate a storyline using your trauma, controlling the narrative, because having you come on there would be too real? Or are they trying to capture them same amount of viewers that they would getting when the show was about you? What? Who said that? So are they
Okay.
using the favorite daughter to recreate a storyline?
She feels like they're using her sister, who Jackie favored over her, to recreate Takari's storyline to in an effort to gain more viewers because it ain't been looking too good for them. And for the people that's wondering why she's using a filter or why she sounds like that, she used a voice filter, and she said that she doesn't feel comfortable in using her voice yet. She doesn't feel comfortable with that. I don't think she likes hearing her voice back and stuff. So she's working on it. Just the fact that she came to do this video was something for her. So she's working on it. Okay. Now, another thing she put up, she says, most of you all know I've healed and moved on from the family drama. However, if I'm asked to not speak on or about people, I expect the same respect. It's been almost 10 years, a lot of time and distance. She says, so to speak on how I feel or what I went through, and I can't even say happy birthday to you, is not going to fly. I know I'm the peasant or whatever, but don't provoke me, please. Okay. So I'm not sure if she was mentioned or not in the past episode or whatever, but something led her to say this. She says, I'm not asking for respect, I'm demanding it. Whatever you guys have going on, have it, but don't mention me in it, or I'm telling my side too. Back to my peaceful living, she says, best wishes to all. Now, also, she leaves a message that her sister left her, and I guess this could have been a few years ago or something. She says, I'll start by saying thanks because it's the polite thing to do, but be honest, you easily could have texted this accompanied by a personal apology for all the SHI you've said and done, both publicly and privately. She says, I'm not the public shenanigans anymore. I'm not with the public shenanigans anymore. This is Chantel speaking. She says, that's why I've been quiet. I don't have no ill wishes towards you, but this isn't genuine, and you know that. You put this up for your followers and the blogs, so you can carry on this sad sappy charade like nobody gives a fuck about you, don't want nothing to do with you, etc. I've been there for you and dare you to say otherwise. I stopped fucking with you off the strength of you and your poor decisions. It has nothing to do with mom. We all know how I get down. If I wanted to speak, I would. But the same way you don't want to forge a fake relationship with her, I don't want to forge a fake and genuine one with you. I haven't done shit to you. So how I got included in your mess and hit in the crossfire, I don't know. If you wanted me to hate our mom for the rest of my life, it isn't going to happen. Forgiveness is paramount. Moving forward is necessary. We only get one mom. Bashing her in the media moves us forward in what way? Question mark. It gives you public sympathy and support, and then what? Question mark. Exactly. Birthdays, holidays, etc. being missed because you want to be in the media acting goofy. You call me when you're ready to be real and own up to the SHI Takari has done, not Jackie. Okay, so this is what Chantel said. So let's see. That looks like it was an old post. So this is what Chantel said. She said this is a screenshot from 2017. 2017. She says, and to be very clear, I don't need a storyline. It would never purposely use my trauma as a talking point. Y'all can comment what your you can comment. Y'all can comment with your think pieces all you want. People that truly know me know my story and know why things played out like they played out. Done explaining myself to a bunch of strangers. They are clearly committed to misunderstanding me. I don't think anybody is committed to misunderstanding you, but I think that you are committed to not also seeing their point of view of where they're coming from. And you have to accept the fact, whether you like it or not, that people are speaking based on what they see on this damn show. Okay, so any other nuances and things that's not shown to us, we can't give you additional about that. All right, but you was definitely over there fighting for your life in them comments with the people. And I just feel like, not to invalidate anything that she has experienced, and I'm sure that she has. Y'all need to go to therapy for that. But as far as this particular moment, or your mama not defending you against Brandi, she did. So you need to be clear about how you want her to show up for you and how and when you don't. Let's get on to the next thing. So Jennifer and Brittany. So she wants to check on her and praise issues can't get figured out between she and Jackie. Brittany says that she knows they are on borrowed time. She knows that Jen's mom was a very nurturing person to her. She says, but my mama wasn't like that, okay? And my mama was toxic. And I understand we on borrowed time, but I'm not willing to compromise that. And that's understandable, okay? If you feel like your parent is toxic or whatever, and it's not a mentally safe place for you or emotionally safe place, fine, don't talk to her, okay? Just don't go projecting that around on somebody else's mama. All right. So Jen wants to understand what was happening with Britt and Jackie to where she feels she needs an apology and there's no comeback. And Britt says that, I'll never co-sign a deadbeat mom. Now, y'all got to let me know now. Now, when was Jackie a deadbeat mom? Now, when I hear a deadbeat mom, I feel like that's a mama that was not around. Now, it's one thing to have a mama that puts pressure on you to make you feel like you got to be perfect. And then there's one to where she was deadbeat. Now, here's my thing. Jackie could have potentially been a deadbeat to Takari. I do not recall all of the details about it, but I do remember Takari feeling different because she was a darker girl than her sister. I definitely very well believe everything Takari said. I feel like that could have very well been projected in her household to make her feel some type of way. She did not choose her complexion. That is not her fault. Okay. So to make her feel any different, shame on you as a mom. But I don't know how well maybe she didn't show up that led her to being a deadbeat mom. I'm not sure. But as far as Chantel is concerned, I don't think Jackie gave deadbeat vibes to Chantel. Out of Chantel's mouth, her mama just put more pressure on them and made them show up a certain way, like life was always great. And if they didn't show up that way, then, oh my God, that's a problem, whatever the case is, right? But y'all got to let me know. Because maybe I missed something I don't recall. Okay, I definitely forget stuff. I'm not a historian of basketball wives and remember every single thing that happens. Girl, I be needing to be reminded. And remind me with a season and an episode number. I need a season number and an episode number so I'll be able to at least watch the damn episode back for myself. But anywho, so she also says that she recognizes that demon in Jackie is what she says. And she says she did nothing wrong to Jackie and Jackie tried to jump over a couch at her. And I'm like, girl, that's after you was talking shit. You told this lady to be a better mama. For you to not know much about my motherhood, bitch, I am going to jump over the couch on your ass. Just like you'll probably jump over the couch over somebody else that said something to you about a mother. Especially if your child is with the damn daddy and not with your ass because you out here thotting and bopping or whatever the case. You see how I said that and I may not have all the facts or know everything going on in your life? You probably would want to jump over a couch on me. I'm just going to be on the other side of that couch waiting to pounce the fuck out your ass, okay? So that's just what that is. Anywho, so LA fires happen. So freaking sad, y'all. And I cringe every time I see the way that all of these houses are gone in this neighborhood. And I just my stomach just drops seeing that. And I'm so sorry. You feel so helpless. Like it don't matter what you donate, how much you donate, you just feel so helpless. And I'm not even in the situation. And I could just imagine, y'all. I'm thinking about the folks that may be retired, the people that put so much into their house, the people that were renovating their homes, all kind of stuff because they probably couldn't financially go out and buy a bigger home, right? Or a newer home. They just decided to renovate and take a little bit of equity that they may have had in the house. And then you're hearing people's insurances are canceled. Like when I tell y'all I feel so bad, babies, somebody done just had some babies. Okay, probably got kids under 3, kids in school, teenagers, people in college, somebody just got a job. Like it's so much. And I feel so bad for those people. And I already know we're only 6 months since the incident has happened. And I know for a fact these people have yet to get their lives together. The way we're learning that insurances had lapsed on people's homes left and right, it just really made me feel like this was a scheme that they set up. Like, who set the damn fires? Was it a natural fire? Because I feel like it wasn't a natural fire. Because why the hell could y'all not control it? Why y'all ain't get enough people out there? Y'all sending the fucking military out there to go and fight different people or whatever because they're over there peacefully rallying or protesting or whatever. But then, damn, y'all should have sent everybody over there. Everybody over there to pour water. Girl, all that damn water, y'all should have got the water up out the damn ocean. At this point, y'all should have drained the oceans to keep them from damn tearing these folks' houses up. It's so unrealistic, everything that I'm saying. However, that's just what I was feeling. Like, I just feel so bad for these people. And I don't recall what that man in office said about even helping them. Because I don't know if it happened right before he was inaugurated or right after, or all of it was happening around the same time. I think it could have been right before he was inaugurated, but I don't recall his efforts to really assist and help those people. It was more so, I got this long list of stuff that I'm trying to, force. Okay, I'm trying to bring the hammer down on because I got 90 days to make an impression or some shit. Like, it was just crazy. Like, I got 90 days to set a tone, child. I just can't. And I can imagine the ones if you didn't get no help from his administration and y'all sat up there and voted for him, girl, yikey dikey. Okay, the way he been showing out, it has been somewhat of a key. Okay, and it's been somewhat of a key. Some of y'all regretting them votes, but good luck to you, and I hope life is going okay for most of y'all. All right, really sad. Evelyn wants to do a charity for these individuals. So she wants to also get some stones for the victims of the fire. I understand some people like, girl, what the hell is stones gonna do? Bitch? I understand, But some people actually believe in crystals and everything, and how they may shape their world and stuff like that. People have a lot of different things that they believe in an effort to help guide them throughout this life. So whatever you choose to do is on you. And just because she getting the crystals doesn't mean that the victims are going to be accepting it. Okay. And I don't recall seeing her pass out no damn crystals. So hopefully, I don't know. So anywho, Evelyn invites Brandi to come along with her and tells Brandi that if Chantel never speaks to Jackie again, then that's best for her because sometimes you have to cut, family off, right? So Brandi tells Evelyn that she didn't have a good time with her in Vegas for calling her out about putting her hands in Shaunie's face. And Evelyn says that, you come off stank sometimes and you don't realize that. Y'all both do. Y'all both do. Brandi says, but you had a whole issue with people who went to the wedding, right? And I think Evelyn tried to downplay that. And she's like, girl, are we not recalling the same events? Like, Evelyn, you definitely had an issue. You definitely had an issue. And you really should not have had an issue with anybody going to the wedding when you decided to accept a whole birthday trip to the same place that you knew Jen was getting married at. But you was trying to accept that trip with the expectation that you were going to be able to take people away from Jen. And that's just not what that is. Okay, so, oh well. So Evelyn feels like Brandi has been hanging on to Jennifer's right titty, just hanging on. And Brandi says that she was trying to do something nice for her, but she didn't seem to appreciate it. And Evelyn said, well, girl, you know what? I'm really trying to figure out a fuck to give. And unfortunately, I just cannot find one. I'm so sorry, girl. So Brandi was like, you know what, BIT, girl, I'm just going to get the hell up out of here because if I stay any longer, girl, you're going to be the one on fire. You understand? So let me get the fuck up out of here. I said, girl, not y'all out here showing out over here in these people's crystal store. Y'all might need some damn crystals to calm y'all selves down. Okay, then brought that mess up to the now they gotta say. I said, I know that's motherfucking right. When that lady came through with that sage trying to clear out that damn energy, clear it out. Trifling ass is coming in there. Y'all could have did that outside. I wish they would have put y'all out, to be honest. But anywho, Brittany and Denise link up, and Denise showed up for Brittany, during those LA fires. Had she not shown up and I guess opened her home, then Brittany and her uncle and her son would have been, I guess, stranded or whatever the case is. So that was nice of Denise to show up for a friend in need. Denise asked how she feels about Jackie being at the charity event, and Brittany just like, I don't know. Like, girl, my feelings still hurt. This hoe has not apologized to me. Like, I don't like that. But being that I'm going to have to be in spaces with her where she's going to be there, I really got to work on that on the inside because I really don't want to have a heart like this. So, yeah, I'm working on it though. Denise says, just keep in mind that we're all coming together for something that's bigger than us. And that's really what's more important than anything. So then Evelyn and Chantel link up, and Chantel, she comes over, chats with Evelyn and her daughter and stuff, talks about her mom, and Evelyn tells her, listen, I invited Jackie to come to the charity event. How are you feeling about that? And she's like, that's really nice, but I don't think that I'll be there. I'm not really at that place with my mom. I really don't want to make the event any worse than what it is. So I'm going to continue to avoid her like I've been avoiding her. However, I came here to contribute my services towards the event, so we can do that. That's where they are. Now, Jackie and Brandi talk, and Jackie still haven't talked. She hasn't talked to her daughter. And Brandi lets the ladies know, ladies, as in Jackie and Jen, know that her husband wants her to come home after all of this. And I think that she should. With her health issues and everything, I don't think that Jason was wrong with what he said. Like, girl, go home. Those people and their drama will be there when you get back, clearly. So Brandi says that, Jen tells her, okay, that's cool. Just make sure you keep these single women out your business, okay? Because they want you to be as miserable as them. And Brandi says that she doesn't like when people play in her face, speaking on Evelyn. She says that she's not about to be playing with Evelyn because you don't like when people don't align with you and your truth. Because when they don't, it's a problem. So she's not trying to deal with Evelyn. But I mean, who cares? You shouldn't have been over there trying to befriend her in the first place. But okay. Jackie tells her about the charity event that Evelyn is throwing and asking the ladies if they'll be there. I think Jen was like a bit reserved. She didn't really get an invite or anything. Whereas Brandi was like, girl, I'm finna go home. I'll do my own thing on the side, but I'm going home to be with my family. As you should. I'm sorry. As you should. So the charity event comes around and Jackie walks up. She didn't acknowledge Britt. Britt in the confessional talking about Jackie's all bark and no bite. So then if that's the case, then you would be the same because you barked too, but you didn't bite. So, okay. You're weird. So Evelyn, anywho, she didn't invite Jen, and Jackie says that she isn't bothered by Brittany. She's more so concerned about Denise because she's had to snap on her. So I don't know what Denise may have done at the charity event to make Jackie feel some type of way, but that's what she was saying. Jackie did ended up leaving the event early. She said she had some things to do, but when she left, I didn't notice how the ladies were trying to police how she supported. Oh, she only stayed for 30 minutes, this and that. I'm like, girl, some people didn't even give you that. Some people didn't even give you that. So I was glad that Ty kind of clocked that, right? So Evelyn says that she would have been there till it was nighttime. Well, did you stay until it was nightfall then? Since you would have been there for however long it took for you to do what you need to do to support the cause. Did you stay that long? So Ty says that the ladies should have a talk with Jackie. And they're like, who? Britt and Evelyn, like they need to have a talk. She says that they're trying to make Jackie the villain and y'all over there not talking to her, acknowledging her, trying to make her the problem. She said, girl, I would have left too. I said, I know that's motherfucking right. I ain't got to be here, ho. I could go. So Evelyn says, well, I'm not going to minimize, our feelings. And I'm like, what do you mean? She says Jackie caused her daughter a lot of pain. First of all, BITCH, what does the pain Jackie caused her daughter have to do with you? So what do you mean you're not going to minimize our feelings? Bitch, you shouldn't be feeling no way. Honestly. Because it has nothing to do with you. Britt can feel away all she wants to because she feels like she was trying to defend Jackie's daughter. Jackie told you to leave it alone. And then you projecting about your own mama. So I don't feel like she owes you anything. But if you feel away, that's between you and Jackie. But what the hell is Evelyn talking about? You sound dumb. I'm not going to minimize our feelings. You need to minimize them. You still holding on to the beef that you and Jackie had, a season or two ago. And then you went the extra mile to go do some not bodyguard, but some background checking and all of that shit. Girl, like, I'm not saying these ladies. But anywho, I just want to come and give you guys a quick review, give you my thoughts about everything. You can leave your thoughts and comments down below. I am Jami, that's me. Please make sure that you're liking up the video, you're commenting, and you're also subscribing. Make sure that you is subscribing to the channel. All right. I'm Jami, that's me, like I said, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like agents. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I could face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film. I can fill the pool, we gon' make them swim. Nigga, front you some money, I just gotta.
All right, y'all. I had to come back, okay? I had to come back real quick, okay? I know y'all thinking the video is over. Some people done left or whatever the case is. But listen, as I was getting off of this video, what I ended up catching was the fact that Miss Brittany Renner is now sitting over here trying to come for Takari Lee. Don't understand what the that is about, but let us hop over here on Reality Chat really, really quickly, okay? Because over on Reality Chat, she posts this, okay? So we see a post where Takari Lee is saying whatever, most of you know I've healed or whatever. So then she says, I'll be waiting. Huh? Why? So now you're coming at her daughter? Why do you feel entitled to be in these people's business like this? BITC fucking H. It has nothing to do with you, ho. And Chantel, that's where you about need to step in and check Brittany ass and tell her to back the fuck up off your sister, because whatever happens with you and your sister has nothing to do with her. But let's keep swiping, okay? Let's keep swiping. So Chantel says this: I made a general statement highlighting the fact that all three of us have had our bad feelings about her, whatever those feelings may be. Nobody mentioned you by name, nor do I care to speak on your experience. You wrote a whole book about it. Now here you are with the screenshot from 2017 with no context. You want to tell these people why I went no contact with you? Was it because you were asking me to send you money when my now 8-year-old was only a few days old? No care or consideration for the horrific birthing experience I had just had. Now, let me tell you, I am with Chantel a little bit on this, okay? Because ain't nothing like giving birth to a child, not technically liking the birthing experience, and then people got their fucking hands out. Don't ask me for a fuck ass thing if you're not asking me how the fuck I'm doing. Definitely 1000% respect that. Like, I will fall the fuck back from your ass. Like, don't do no shit like that. Okay. Or maybe it was because you used to molest. Or maybe it was because you used to molest me under the guise of playing house. I'm sure you remember all those times because I do. So I dare you to say I'm lying. I can keep going. And you know what, Chantel? I'll say this. With you trying to out the fact that your sister molested you, then I now also, and I'm not trying to condone any of that, but it does take me a step further in questioning who was doing it to her. Who was doing it to her? Because if your sister did that to you, chances are someone was doing that to her. And then that's where I have to go to Jackie Christie, because what was happening under your roof that you could have potentially allowed this to happen? Hello? Yeah, some ain't right. Let's keep going. So then she says, I'm sure you do. She says, because I'm sure you do. You remember all those times because I do. So I dare you to say I'm lying. I can keep going because I'm 32 with kids of my own now, and I will lay everybody's shit bare. Find you something safe to do. Right? So that's what she says.
Hi, Miss Reynolds. I just want to let you know what you're waiting for are court documents. Yeah, could I definitely...
Hold on, wait. Let me go back. Because who did she say, Miss Renner?
You won't be addressing no weird shit like that.
Wait. We gotta go back because I need to hear who she's talking about.
Hi, Miss Reynolds. I just want to let you know what you're waiting for are court documents. Yeah, cause I definitely won't be addressing no weird shit like that here. Bye.
So, okay, see, now I got to see, girl, now I need to understand, how did we even get here to where Takari is now coming to the front saying that Brittany is waiting on court documents because she won't be addressing no stuff like that. Her sister gets in the comments and shares her thoughts about something, accusing her sister of violating
I'm just
her,
so emotional
sexually. So let me see. Okay, nope. This is a bit old. I'm over here trying to find some additional details on where all of this could have taken place, because I'm like, girl, what the hell going on? All right, so I think I know what's going on. Okay, so let's go back. So 11 hours ago, okay, there was a post that was made, I guess, under Takari Lee's post, where Chantel put the details under there about her being molested allegedly, right? So then Brittany adds Takari and tells her, turn the comments back on, sis. Why are you getting yourself this involved in someone else's family business? So then Takari, that's when she put the post up 3 hours later that says, Brittany Renner, what you'll be waiting on is court documents, because I'm not addressing no shit like that. That's what she says, okay? Now, that's when Brittany came and said, I'll be waiting, okay? So that's why she said that. All right. For me personally, y'all let me know how y'all feel. Let me know how y'all feel. Some of y'all may feel like, well, hey, I'm glad if all of this happened to Chantel, she has backup. She has somebody that got her back, and she got the support to go at who she need to go at when it comes to her family. But then also, y'all may feel like, no, fuck that. Brittany doing too damn much. She's doing too damn much. So let me know how y'all feeling about it. I do personally feel like Britt is doing too much, because I do think that, in my opinion, her sister is capable of handling her stuff on her own. She's very well, the way she snapped off on her sister in them comments, it's nothing for her to get on that phone and check her and let her know anything. So for you to, I just think that you're doing too much. It's one thing to have advice with your friend and give them your thoughts or whatever the case, and it's another to really want to take on a full-on attack against somebody's family, and it has absolutely a fuck ass thing to do with you. But let me know your thoughts about it, okay? That's all that I have at this time. Of course, I'm Jami, that's me. And this time, I'm not even going to play the intro music, girl. I'm just going to go ahead and get the hell up out of here. Bye.